I am not a licensed mobility scooter technician. I do what I do to keep my machine working. If you're having problems with your machine, I suggest going to your dealer. If you add accessories, warranty goes bye-bye. So I just kind of want to enjoy what I can while I can. So I strongly suggest you don't do the things that I do. I make the mistakes so you don't have to. Oh my goodness. Almost done. Almost done. That's one side done. Hey, I'm not sure how well you can see. I'm not sure what's on the bottom there. That might be part of the bearing. That is the inner raceway of a bearing. That is the inner raceway of a bearing. This looks like it might be a spacer. But as you can see, like everybody told me, including the dealer that brought my batteries, they said there should be a nut under this weld. There is not enough room there for a nut. And at the top, this part here is ground off, so you can get a wrench on it, which means this should turn. None of this makes sense. So I'm going to see if I can get these raceways off and see if this is actually a spacer. Not a chance. Let's compute. The bearing is completely fused to the shaft. So I just don't get it, guys. It makes no sense to me. Because like I said before, the top is threaded and the threads stop right there. There's no threads below this. So this does not unscrew up here. There are no threads between where the thread stops and where this supposed nut is. So this cannot unscrew, which means this unscrews the whole thing that's welded at the other end. That is the issue. So somehow I gotta get the angle grinder, I gotta cut this off, and then I gotta drill that hole out. That's my only option at this point. Let's take another look at it. Ow. And that's gonna be interesting. I might be able to grind some of that off, make it easier. I'm not sure what this is at the bottom, but this does tell me that the bearings they gave me are the right ones. They're not cup bearings. So these are the right bearings apparently. But I'm guessing either the plastic was gone or they weren't sealed, because I could see all the balls in there. That's what made it look like it was cup bearings. Because that's the inner raceway of a bearing right there, and that's the inner raceway of a bearing right there. And this middle piece is almost at the same diameter, which tells me this is probably a spacer, because there's no way of getting that bearing on there unless, you know, it was screwed in from this end and then welded in place, which is what it looks like. Because I can't tell if there's any threads on this part sticking out or not. Almost like it was, I don't know guys. Makes none of any sense to me. So I'm hoping I have a drill bit this wide, 9mm, that I can drill that out with. So I can stick this bolt through, and it's a whole lot easier next time. I'll just spot weld this in place to keep it from turning. I don't have to weld fully like this one was, but like I say, it was powder coated. Before the rust got to it, this was powder coated. You can't powder coat with bearings inside, so I don't know. And this was inside. It's colored too, so it was painted beforehand. I just don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. So I'm thinking maybe, yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger disc. I can't even get this in there. The disc isn't long enough to fit. So I will put a bigger disc on and see what happens, I guess. Take the gird off. That made a difference. That made a big difference. vibrations. So I can't get all the way in. I can't get the very center of it. And so this just isn't long enough to reach it. So maybe I can punch it out. I don't know. Might not seem like it's gonna work. So I hope I actually loosen it. Hot, hot, hot. Okay. That's definitely a spacer. The spacer's turning. Yeah, not what I want. So I got this nut thing at the top. Let's see what happens. It's like I figured. Nothing. So somehow whatever that thing on the bottom is turning. Okay, so what's my next move? Cool down enough to touch. I guess I'm gonna have to cut the top off. Yeah, no, I have to. Anyway. Put the cutting disc back on. a little bit perplexed here. I don't know how you can see it. That is wider than the shaft itself. I can clearly see the shaft inside the bearings is wider than like the screw part of it. So, I don't know. Do I just try to drill through that now? Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't usually get that lucky. A 9mm. 9mm. I have the right drill bit already. And it looks good. It doesn't look worn out. I don't remember what type of bit this is, but it's a good one. So I'll try drilling through that and see what happens. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna let that cool down and take a break.